1961, a quiet year in the seemingly tranquil town of West Hartford, Connecticut. But beneath the surface, something extraordinary was taking place at the Gray Laboratory, a clandestine research facility run by the Atomic Energy Commission. Here, an eclectic team of scientists, led by the enigmatic Dr. A.H. Millis, claimed to have breached the very boundaries between life and death. The nature of their work was so secretive that even today, few official records remain. But what we do know is as intriguing as it is shocking. The Gray Laboratory was established in 1954 during the height of the Cold War. Its primary mission was to investigate the effects of radiation on biological systems, critical knowledge for developing and protecting America's nuclear arsenal. However, by 1960, Dr. Millis and his team had ventured into uncharted territory. In a bold attempt to challenge conventional scientific wisdom, they embarked on an experiment that blurred the lines between biology and physics. They sought to create artificial life, manipulating matter at its most fundamental level to replicate living organisms' essential properties. The details of their experiments remain classified, but we have managed to piece together fragments from declassified documents, witness testimonies, and local news reports. The experiment, dubbed Project Resurrection, took place in a heavily guarded subterranean wing of the lab. It involved complex machinery designed to simulate intracellular conditions and generate what they termed biogenic units, microscopic particles exhibiting lifelike behavior. On October 12, 1961, something went terribly wrong. An accident during one of the experiments triggered a chain reaction that resulted in a catastrophic explosion, obliterating the lab and exposing the town to lethal levels of radiation. The incident was immediately classified top secret, with all information suppressed for national security reasons. The aftermath left behind more questions than answers. Locals reported seeing strange creatures wandering near the site, beings unlike any known life form. Some claimed these entities displayed unusual abilities, such as teleportation and rapid regeneration, fueling rumors of successful artificial life creation. Despite extensive investigations, no evidence supporting these claims has ever been found. Many involved in the project met untimely deaths under mysterious circumstances, adding another layer to this enduring mystery. Millis himself vanished without a trace shortly after the incident, leading some to speculate he faked his death to continue his work elsewhere. Almost 60 years later, the truth behind Project Resurrection remains elusive. Yet, the tantalizing clues unearthed thus far hint at an audacious endeavor that dared push the boundaries of science and ethics, forever altering our understanding of life and death. As we continue to probe this fascinating enigma, one thing is clear. The tale of the Gray Laboratory serves as a stark reminder of the fine line between scientific progress and ethical responsibility, particularly when exploring realms as profound and perplexing as the nature of life itself. The Gray Laboratory, a name that has long been shrouded in mystery and intrigue. To fully comprehend the perplexing events that transpired within its walls, we must first delve into the profiles of the enigmatic researchers and their shadowy sponsors. Our journey begins with Dr. Harlan Gray, a brilliant biochemist whose groundbreaking work on cellular regeneration earned him recognition from prestigious institutions such as the National Academy of Sciences. Despite his conventional career trajectory, Dr. Gray's insatiable curiosity led him down an unconventional path. He became obsessed with exploring the boundaries between life and death, driven by what some might call a hubristic desire to challenge God's dominion over mortality itself. In 1964, Dr. Gray established the Gray Laboratory in rural Connecticut, far removed from the watchful eyes of academia and regulatory bodies. Here, he assembled a team of like-minded scientists, each possessing unique skill sets that would prove instrumental in their clandestine endeavors. Among them was Dr. Gray established the Gray established the Gray established the Gray established, S.A. Elizabeth Liza Shaw, a child prodigy who completed her Ph.D. in molecular biology at the age of 22. Her expertise in genetic engineering and manipulation of DNA made her an indispensable asset to the team. Yet, beneath her professional veneer lurked a woman haunted by personal demons, including the tragic loss of her younger brother to leukemia. This experience fueled her passion for saving lives